afternoon, Shana Tova, and welcome to the Israel Brief, brought to you by Lay of the Land. It is the first Israel Brief for the year 5780, a brand new year, and we at Lay of the Land wish all of our readers and our listeners, or our viewers rather, a Shana Tova umetuka. May you be inscribed for a sweet, safe, prosperous, and healthy new year. But without further ado, let's take a look at the headlines in Israel today. And Prime Minister Netanyahu's pre-indictment hearing started today, and his lawyers are confident that the Prime Minister will prevail. Prime Minister Netanyahu did not accompany his lawyers to talk. He is in the process of being mandated with forming the next Israeli government, but we have heard that the charges against the Prime Minister by the Attorney General will focus on Case 4000. This is seen to be the more serious of the allegations against the Prime Minister and will focus on regulatory proceedings that he pushed through between the years of 2015 and 17 in his capacity as Communications Minister. So we will keep you updated on the series of charges against Prime Minister Netanyahu and the ensuing court case. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister was scheduled to meet with his Kahol Levan counterpart, Benny Gantz, today. However, Gantz cancelled the meeting between the two party leaders, saying that it was apparent to him that Netanyahu wasn't prepared to compromise or reach any compromises on a revolving government, which looks like the more likely outcome of the negotiations between the parties on how best to form a government. Also, representatives today from both Likud and Kahol Levan were scheduled to sit and talk and push a way through for these unity government talks, but that was also cancelled. It was rumoured just before Rosh Hashanah came in on Sunday night that Prime Minister Netanyahu could in fact hand his mandate to form the new government back to President Rivlin, and this looks like this still could be the case. Now, what would happen after that is the President could tap Kahol Levan leader Benny Gantz to form a government, or another member of the Knesset. What Israel wants to avoid at all costs is the possibility of going to a possible third elections. And while we're talking members of parliament, a very, very welcome surprise coming from the Austrian government, where Austrian MPs have vowed that in the next meeting of the Legislative Council to vote against BDS and label the campaign anti-Semitic. They aim to copy the decision made by the German Bundestag in May this year, which accuses BDS of being an anti-Semitic organization. And what is interesting is that traditionally the Green Party, seen in many places around the world, is extremely left, and in some places even anti-Israel. In the case of Austria, they are leading the calls to label BDS anti-Semitic and have said that the boycott, divestment and sanctions campaign is a lot like the Don't Buy From Jews campaign that was run during Nazi time in Austria and in Germany. So we really, really applaud the Austrian and the German governments for taking the lead in the fight against delegitimization of Israel. It's a big word, had a lot of eating to do this past Rosh Hashanah. But we are back from Chag with a vengeance, and you can check out new content on our website at www.layoftheland.online. You can check out an article called Stagnation. It's written by Gideon Ben-Zvi. He gives his opinion on a possible unity government. And just to note that while Lay of the Land does provide a platform for many different opinions, they're not necessarily an endorsement of our own opinions, but we do welcome a diverse amount of opinion. So check out Stagnation. It's written by Gideon Ben-Zvi. If you don't check it out on our website, no worries. You can check it out on our Facebook page. And we are growing, so help us grow. We're almost at 600 likes and followers. So come on, push us over the edge, guys. Like us, follow us, invite your friends to like and follow us, and share our content. Also, don't forget that we have a channel on YouTube at the Israel Brief. So check it out, click on subscribe, and you will be playing your part in making sure that Israel's story gets broadcast around the world. I'm Rolene Marks with a brand new Israel Brief for the year 5780, and we'll chat again tomorrow.